Hello and welcome to the GOP Josh Show, which you can now listen to on YouTube and Rumble. Hello and welcome to the GOP Josh Show. Follow me on Twitter, GOPJosh20, and on Instagram, GOP_Josh. I would say follow me on Parler, GOP Josh, but Parler has been taken down, which is one of our first stories of the day. Parler has been banned on the App Store, on the Google Play Store, and Amazon Web Services have shut down their membership, so the Parler website is no longer available. If you go to Parler.com, you can no longer view the Parler social media app. Speaking of being banned, President Trump, the President of the United States, the leader of the free world, has been banned from Twitter for, quote, inciting violence and causing the riot on Capitol Hill. So this timeline that I'm going to talk to you guys about is credit of the Wake Up Right newsletter. WakeUpright.us is the website, in case you are curious and you want to become a member and read that newsletter every day. It is very informative. I recommend it to all. So the timeline, 12 p.m. is when President Trump begins his speech. At 12:40 p.m., the first wave of protesters arrive at the Capitol. Now, we have to imagine that they were running from the ellipse in the White House to the Capitol building to make it there in 40 minutes. And that means they did not hear a minute of President Trump's speech. At 12:51 p.m., the Capitol barricades are breached. At 1:09 p.m., the Capitol was beginning to be overran. At 1:11 p.m., President Trump's speech ends. At 1:50 p.m., the Capitol was breached. At 1:56 p.m. is the earliest time Trump's speech viewers could have arrived because it's around a 45-minute walk from the White House to the Capitol. So the first wave of protesters couldn't have even been at Trump's speech, and the one who breached the Capitol would have had to leave the speech early. It's not impossible. It's just very unlikely. So that's the timeline there. This is also why they impeached President Trump today at the time I'm recording this, which is Wednesday. That is why they impeached him, and they are sending that to the Senate now. I think everyone voted within party lines, and that's incorrect. Yes, I was very incorrect there. So 10 Republicans voted for the impeachment. They are California's 21st District, David Valido. I think I pronounced that incorrect. Illinois' 16th District, Adam Kinzinger. Peter Meyer of Michigan's 3rd District. Fred Upton of Michigan's 6th District. Peter Meyer replaced Justin Amash, the only Libertarian in the House. John Katko of New York's 24th voted for impeachment. Anthony Gonzalez of Ohio's 16th. South Carolina's 7th, Tom Rice. Jamie Hara Buetler, I think is her name, of Washington's 3rd. Washington's 4th District, Dan Newhouse. And Liz Cheney of Wyoming. She is the at-large representative in Wyoming. Those were all of the Republicans who voted against President Trump, and no Democrats voted against impeachment. 4 Republicans said they weren't going to vote, so we could assume that they want impeachment, and they just didn't want to vote. We don't really know why they didn't vote. So 10 Republicans voted to convict President Trump. Obviously, they need a simple majority in the House, and they need I think it's a 67. It's either 60 or 67 majority in the Senate. So we will see where that goes from here. Most likely, if they do impeach him, it will be after he's already out of office, which I don't really see a point in besides making it to where he can't run again. We will have to wait and see. So President Trump, I didn't even get to this point yet because I started talking about impeachment. But President Trump has been banned from Twitter. Pro-Trump subreddits have been deleted from the app Reddit. He has been banned from Twitch, which is owned by Jeff Bezos and Amazon. He has been pro-Trump stores, including his own, have been banned from Shopify. He has suspended comments on his YouTube channel have been suspended, and he can't upload videos on YouTube anymore. Facebook and Instagram have made it to where he can't post until at least after the inauguration. Snapchat makes it to where he cannot post on his official campaign accounts. TikTok had been deleting pro-Trump accounts. Apple has banned pro-Trump apps like Parler. Discord has banned pro-Trump gaming communities. They're not actually gaming communities, they're discussion communities, but that's what Discord is for mainly gamers. And Pinterest has been banning pro-Trump tags. So we have seen that is some evidence of big tech censorship. And for the people who say, oh, well, Twitter is private company, all those names you just listed off are a private company, they can do whatever they want. Then why can't these private companies in New York, in these states that are still locked down heavily, why can't they open their doors for business and say, hey, I need to support my family, let me open my doors and run my business safely? Because these Democrat governors and these Democrat mayors aren't letting that happen. So if you believe in private businesses being able to shut down President Trump's social media accounts, then allow private businesses to open their doors so they can support their families. So de Blasio, the mayor of New York City, has announced that the city of New York is severing ties with the Trump organization. He announced that on Morning Joe this morning. Play the clip.
Mika, here to announce that the city of New York is severing all contracts with the Trump organization. Our legal team has done an assessment, and the contracts make very clear if a company, and the leadership of that company is engaged in criminal activity, we have the right to sever the contract. Inciting an insurrection. Let's be clear. I'm going to say these words again. Inciting an insurrection against the United States government clearly constitutes criminal activity. So the city of New York will no longer have anything to do with the Trump organization. They have profited from these contracts. They will profit no longer.
So tell us about these contracts that you're cutting right now. What's the magnitude of these contracts? What do they cover? And what will it take to actually execute what you are saying right now?
Right now, the Trump organization profits about $17 million a year from these contracts. They cover 4 different sites, 3 in Manhattan, 1 in the Bronx, different entertainment sites. And look, it's quite clear. The President of the United States directed a mob to attack the U.S. Congress during the Electoral College vote. I mean, even saying the words, Mika, it's almost impossible to believe, but it's criminal activity. And so it's very clear. I mean, the lawyers looked at it. It was just as clear as a bell. That's grounds for severing these contracts, and we're moving to do that right away.
I think that was I think this next quote that I'm going to say is from an AP article. Termination of the contract to run Woolman Rink and Lasker Rink in Central Park will take effect 30 days after written notice is delivered, says de Blasio's office, when it comes to severing these contracts. So this next week, not even a week yet, not even a week anymore, leading up to Election Day will be very busy. This next week will be very busy in the news, and I will probably not be able to make a special podcast episode if something big happens. So open your eyes, make sure that you are seeing the world around you and seeing what's going on. I want to make one more comment, and it's a tweet, my most recent tweet. Trump is officially the first president to be impeached twice. He should wear that as a medal. Because I was listening to Sebastian Gorka, America versus Sebastian Gorka, and a caller said this, and I completely agree with that. That shows the difference between his America First agenda and these radical liberal globalist agendas. My name is GOP Josh. You can follow me on Twitter, GOPJosh20, and Instagram, GOP_Josh. Thank you for supporting this show. It is a pretty small show, a pretty small production out of my bedroom, but we're making the best we can, providing the news to you on a weekly basis, as well as a 14-year-old conservative's opinion on it. Thanks for listening to the GOP Josh Show. See you guys next week.